Hello, everyone. Welcome.
How are you?
Hi, Myriam.
And how are you?
Oh, I didn't sleep well last night, so I'm not doing as good as I could be doing right now.
Either.
So, but today we welcome our replay viewers and our live viewers. We love both of you equally, the replay viewers and the live live stream viewers. Welcome to everybody. And today we are doing digital watercolor on our iPads, and this is World Watercolor Month, as well as Disabilities Awareness Month. Now, I have a vision disability. Myriam, what's you have a disability? What's your disability?
Okay, I have back problems with my back.
Oh,
So I have difficulties to walk. And yeah, but anyway, the thing is that I could like understand more what happened when you have a disability like mine, that you need, for instance, to go with a wheelchair, and or like now I am trying with a walker because I want to be well. Day by day I try to be better. So it's important to know that the world is not done for people with disabilities. It's not.
oh, it's important. Oh, wait, it's important to remember what?
Why?
No, to remember what?
To remember that the world is not done for people with
Or
disabilities.
that your life isn't over because you have a disability, you mean?
Yes, yes, I didn't realize that. That's why I think it's important to tell others now uh, everything, even something so funny. I go to places that are places for people, for elderly people that are in a situation like me, maybe, with a lot of people in wheelchair, and to enter you need to press a button, and the button it's up. It's impossible to press the button if
Oh,
you are in a
uh-huh.
wheelchair. So that kind of things, uh, and
Yes. Oh,
things.
I just want to interrupt you for a minute, and I want to say hello to Anthony, Lexi, James Money. Welcome. Nice to see
Hi,
you
how
here.
are you? Welcome. So I don't have people in my chat because my day was so mad, crazy day that I even didn't put that I am streaming.
Oh,
People
you
know,
didn't. Oh,
people
you did.
know that I am streaming, but I do a promotion every day that I stream, and I forget. What can I say?
Oh, yeah. You were too busy too stressed out and busy this morning.
Yes, yes. No, this morning I fell asleep. I
Oh, okay. Because you
I
did
tell
not sleep. Because you did not sleep well last night, right?
correct, and I told myself, okay, let half an hour. I couldn't get up. Half an hour. Okay, half an hour. You know that half an
Oh, yeah.
hour. So in the afternoon, I wake up. I came to my studio and I started to do all the things that I needed to do over the day. So it was everything compressed, everything with stress. I don't like that. But sometimes you have obligations, even though I try to have the less obligation I can, but sometimes happen. And okay, but we are here. Oh, Anina is here. How
Hi,
are you,
Nina.
Nana? Oh, you are watching, listening? Okay. But we'll just make a break and eat dinner, but come later again. Okay, perfect. Have a nice dinner. So, bottom line, I came here to have fun.
Okay, yeah. Let's remember to
You,
have fun.
yes, yes. And, you know, my son is left handed. And in this world, that's a disability. Why? Because the world is made
For the
for,
right-handed people.
yes, and at least you are in the United Kingdom, you're, or you have an automatic uh, car, you need to put the, how do you say that? Like to use your right hand to drive a car. And
Oh,
you see, something simple. He plays guitar.
well, if you're plays
Yeah,
the guitar, and you said also driving a car.
driving a car, if
Yeah,
it's,
with stick shift. You mean if it has manual
yes,
stick shift?
yes, that's what I said. If it's manual, that in Argentina, for instance, most of them are manual. Here in Israel, no, it's the other way around. I think in the United States, it's the same. You have more automatic than stick.
Yeah, we have more. It used to. Yeah, it's more automatic now.
Okay, so the stick is on the right side. So you cannot do it
Right.
with
Yes.
the left one. And like that, a lot of things. So, well, I brought to my iPad an image from a coloring book that I've been using
Yes. Me
yesterday.
too. Image from a coloring adult coloring book, and
So
I'm using digital watercolor brushes
I use the same.
for World Watercolor Month, and we're talking about disabilities for also. This is also Disabilities Awareness Month.
Hola, Mama. Diane Mother says hi.
Oh, hi, Ophelia.
So, yes, I have three watercolor brushes. I am going to use them alternatively. Let's see what happens. Okay, I need to put another layer. First of all,
Well, my disability is vision disability, which I did not have my whole life. I had normal vision. I had normal vision until my early 40s, and I unknowingly was born with an extremely rare retinal disease, which did not present itself till I was in my early 40s. And
oh,
I have the more rare kind. I'm so fortunate it did not present itself in childhood, because otherwise I'd be blind since childhood, but it did not present itself since childhood, and it's very rare. Both my parents had to have recessive genes for this, and that's very uncommon. If
that's
there is
yes.
recessive genes for this disease called cone dystrophy, which knocks out your central vision. So I was very fortunate to have completely normal vision. Didn't even wear glasses. I didn't even wear glasses until my 30s. Sometimes wear glasses for driving, and and then when I was 35, they could not correct my vision to 20/20, but they didn't know why, and that lasted for 5 years, and I still wasn't blind. I could still drive, and for from age 35 to 40, I just they didn't know why they could not correct my vision to 20/20, and they didn't know why until finally I was in my early 40s and I developed a final symptom of the impact of the loss of vision in my central vision, and then they were able to diagnose me with cone dystrophy, an extremely rare retinal disease, which does not lead to total blindness. I'm very glad about that. It's not a retinal disease that leads to total blindness like other retinal diseases. I'm very happy about that. And I so I still struggle with my disability. I mean, actually, to stop driving, I drove for 15 years, and to stop driving turns your life upside down when you have to stop driving. And
Yes.
that was difficult, and and but I still struggle like in public if I have to use my magnifying glass to read my phone, because to read my phone I need to use my magnifying glass. I mean, if I'm in public, I am self-conscious about people looking at me reading with my magnifying glass. I'm self-conscious about that. So I wish I wasn't, but I
That's a
am.
difficult thing.
What?
That's been difficult on you. Must
Mm-hmm.
be difficult for you, I say, because you need to like do things over the time. Like you cannot say, okay, I'm not going out.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow you need to do the things that.
Well, I think I do go out less than I could go out if I was driving, because I have not used Uber in 6 years, and I used to use Uber a lot because I visited my mother in the nursing home for the last 5 months of her life and took Uber twice a week, and I was taking for like 5 months I was taking Uber 2 and 3 times a week, and then I have not used Uber for 6 years, and I am kind of I have to I'm gonna have to use it again, and so if I can't get a ride from my husband for something, I usually just then don't do something. And I'm like, so it does limit me. It's like it has limited me. Like I probably would be, I might be getting out more often if if it wasn't for that. That if that it's a struggle that I have to either get a ride from my husband or use Uber. And lately, I just get rides from my husband, and I have not used Uber in 6 years. I have used the train now. I use the train.
Yes. Well, I try not to limit myself, but it's impossible. Like if you want to go to places or do things, you need to do whatever is best for you.
Hi, Greg. Welcome. Yes, you need to do what's best for you.
Yes, because it's not good to not go places or limit yourself, But if you go out and you need to read, in your case, in my case, with the other things, you need to adapt to that. It's not a question of if, it's a question of how.
By the way, we're both using the Procreate app on our iPads.
Ah,
I've
yes,
used, I
yeah,
taught myself the Procreate app, and it has so many features. I've not even learned everything about it. I could still learn more about the Procreate app. It's very sophisticated, highly acclaimed app. A lot of professionals use Procreate, and it's only made for the iPad. You can't use it on any kind of other kind of tablet. Only made for the iPad or the iPhone. A more limited version is available on the iPhone, and it's been around for 11 or 12 years, and I started using it 11 or 12 years ago when I had long train commutes. I had to commute an hour and a half to 2 hours each way each day by train and taxi,
uh,
train, taxi, and walking. Yeah, that was another thing. See, when I got married, I moved further away from my job the last 7 years of my career. And I moved further away from my job where I used to only be 2 train stops away from my work. But instead, I ended up being 2 hours door to door, 2 hours away from work, but
Oh,
only because I had to take public transportation. Now, if I could keep driving, it would have been 40 minutes. I would have been 40 minutes to work. But because I had to take the train, taxi, walking, door to door, 2 hours each way. Except in the afternoon, I would take, instead of taking 2 trains like I did 2 trains in the morning, I would take 1 taxi and a train, and my husband would pick me up in the afternoon, and that cut a half hour off. So my afternoon commute was an hour and a half instead of 2 hours.
oh,
But I could do a lot on the train. Like I did everything on the train. I lesson plans, chatting with friends, teaching myself Procreate, doing tons of digital art, checking my social media, everything. You can do everything on the train. You can do that. You can do that on the sleeping. You can do all that on the train, which you cannot do driving.
yes, that's right. When I go to visit my uncle, I have 3 hours, a little bit more than 3 hours train plus 2 buses. So let's say I am 4 hours uh, every direction, and I use the train to sleep because I need to get
Yeah.
up so early to go. Like at 4, I need to get up. At 5, I am out. So, and I come back at 9 in the evening, in the night. So it's important for me to use the time to sleep a little so I can go and be with my uncle and not tell him, "No, I cannot be here. I need to go to sleep." Okay,
Right.
I don't know what she have around. I think it's a fantasy land. Let's do it as a fantasy land. How is yours? Wow.
My picture is two Adirondack chairs, with a fire and sitting on sitting on a water. I don't know if that's a river, a lake, or something, with a fire going on, and a fire pit with a sunset sky and foliage.
Well, you don't know either what is that. I don't know here, so I am going to go to the fantasy land.
Well, Lexi, do you ever use Uber? She was saying that she feels a twinge of guilt when she has to ask people for rides. Well, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't think you should feel that way, but
well, I don't have who can I can ask for a ride here. So problem solved.
you say you cannot do not get rides from people.
Have anyone that I can ask for a ride.
Oh,
Once, when I just arrived here, even though my uncle lived far away, and we don't didn't have like to go there without a train or without a car. We needed 6 hours every direction, and the only bus that went there was like left us only 1 hour and a half to be there. So let's say I drive 6 hours to be with you 1 hour and a half, and to come back another 6 hours to my house. It was impossible. But first, my uncle um had his car. He could, because he had a disability too now, and he had forbidden to drive. So we can't rely with him taking us from the train station how he does at first. So now I don't have anyone to ask for that. So
Oh, okay.
what he moved and he is living in another place, so I can visit him. But I went for first time with my walker there last time, and it was so different because when I was in my wheelchair, I needed to ask for uh, assistance. So now I didn't. I could been tell that I need assistance with my walker, and they then will accommodate too and everything. But anyway, I thought I could do the things myself, and it was so different the place where to, to be with the things. I think the next time, if I need to do that, I will ask for assistance again. That's the thing. I think that you need to have a balance between what you want, that is to be normal as everyone, and to know that in your position and in your state, you need something else different. And don't be ashamed of that. If people stare, it's their problem, not mine. Did you find some that people try to help you, for instance?
No, because my disability is invisible. So most of the time, unless I have no mobility issues. Like unlike blind people who are totally blind and they need the white cane or a dog, I have no mobility issues. My level of blindness only impacts reading and up close up work mostly. I mean, yes, distance, but I mean somehow it does not impact me walking. I don't have any issues walking in the dark, walking in the daytime, no issues, no mobility issues. And so
Mhm.
my disability is invisible until you see me like using my magnifying glass. And if I'm using my magnifying glass reading a phone or reading something, nobody comes up to me and says, "Can I help you?" Nobody comes up to me like that because they see me using my magnifying glass.
Yeah,
They don't
they
ask
see
me if I they don't ask me if they can help me.
yes, of course. Hmm. That's no good
I
because
ask for help. I usually would ask for help. So I like if I'm at the train station, I'll go to the places where you can go ask questions. I usually don't ask other I don't ask other travelers. I usually go to at the like say for example at the train station I have to ask questions and I ask the people there that work there
hmm,
like
you know,
which track is the
yes,
train coming in on? I tell them right up, I have a vision disability. Can you tell me which track this train is coming in on, such and such, like that?
hmm, yeah. Well, it's everything is different when you have a disability, no matter which disability. And there, when I was in the airport in Madrid, in Spain, I saw a like that was written there. about the invisible disabilities, and they meant for the especially for the autistics.
Autistic?
Yes, because
Yes, right.
their disability it's a invisible one, and they call that invisible disability.
Yeah,
So,
right.
and they said if you need assistance, because you cannot be on a place with a lot of people. So they have a place for this for disability people for assistance that it's apart. It's very interesting,
Mm.
and in every country it's so different the treatment that you really, if you are going to travel with a disability, you might need to to learn first how it's done there. I remember in Madrid, I wanted to go to a museum, and I went to the metro. So metro is the subway, and there I knew, but I knew like not really knew. When happened what happened to me, I really understood the meaning of that. They don't have in every station. They don't have uh, wheelchair access. Like if you cannot go on stairs, you cannot go to that particular station. And the station of that museum was one like that. And I had a very bad time there when they left me on a station that don't have access, and the conductor was the one that came to help me go out from the subway. So he knew that I was in a wheelchair, and he knew that it wasn't there. I find out because I started to go one direction or the other direction, and in every one of them, I found a stair. It was really bad situation. No people around to ask them.
Oh, yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, that was. But anyway,
How did you what did you do then?
well, it were people on the other side of the other direction, and they were on the platform. So I start to yell until they heard me and tell them to fetch someone who helped me, and came one and said, "Oh yes, you don't have here. You need to take again the subway and go to the same direction that you were, and this station have accessibility. Then you go to the other side and you come back, but you need to go to other station and go on the surface, roll to the place you want to go."
Oh, yeah.
Funny, very funny. Anyway, I survived. I didn't go went to that museum, I went to other one. And I met with my sons. I was late on. I couldn't go to the museum because I was late already for the lunch. It was an adventure. Something to tell about. But at that time, you don't want to tell, you want to live it and live it well. So, yes, you need to adapt because when you have a disability, one of your sensor or abilities are down, and you need to rethink the world.
Yeah, that's true. You have to be adaptable. You have to adapt
But,
and rethink how you do things.
for instance, the first year I didn't have also diagnosis or everything. I mostly been at home, mostly in a couch or in my bed. I remember I couldn't be even in a couch. I was really, really bad situation. After that, I said to myself, I need to buy something to walk because I need to go places. I cannot be like that. I didn't want
Yeah.
my life to end. And for me, my life is not only that you are alive, it's also that you do things.
Yeah.
I bought a walker and then I bought not the wheelchair, but another thing that it's like a wheelchair. And I started to see what my needs were because the thing is that you need to rethink yourself from start. And one of the things you need to learn about you, what is the new you? That's how I define things.
Oh, what is the new you?
Yes. And then with reality, because it's a reality check that you need, with the reality at hand, you need to think what is better for you in every step of the time. Because I can be walking now, but I can be in a state I couldn't walk in a few years. But now, right now, I can walk with a walker. And hi, Anina again. I don't think my mom is. I think she's lurking, Anina. If she doesn't say hi, it's because she's lurking. Anyway, that's what I have to say about it. What about you?
Oh, I agree with everything you were saying. I don't know that I have anything to add to that.
Yes, but I am glad and I am grateful, of all the things could happen to me and how they happen to me. I I am in a good position because at least I can do art.
Yes.
For the longest of times, I wanted to do it, and I did it, but not as I could now. Like I have my studio now, and in the past, I have not a studio. Oh, I confused the braids with plants. No plants, braid. Okay. So I did art and I dedicate one part of my uh, house. Always I have a part of the house that even in the times that I went really far, when I started with gel plate, for instance, even at that times I didn't dedicate the time that I am dedicating now.
Oh, okay.
So that's a positive thing. You need to see or to watch the positive things. And for me, if I have now an understanding that I didn't have before for people that have a disability, I gain, you know, because people not always will put itself on another person's shoes.
Yes. I'm using more than just my watercolor brushes. I'm using airbrush and also a one called greenery brush, which makes greenery.
Hmm.
So I'm using more than the digital watercolor brushes.
Anyway, it's digital, so
Yes, it's digital.
um,
How long have you been using Procreate?
oh, I don't remember exactly, but half a year, maybe maximum a year.
Oh, not that long.
No,
For me,
no.
11 or 12, for me, around 11 years.
Yeah, I know. Not me. I'm newbie, a newbie here. Procreate have a function to blend colors and you use it especially in watercolor. It's very interesting.
How about being patient with yourself? Do you being when you have a disability, you have to. I think you have to have more patience with yourself.
Oh, let me tell
That's
you.
I struggle with that too.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I started to, first of all, I couldn't turn my body over, not
Oh,
even to the side on the bed. Now I can, but I couldn't. I couldn't go to the shower, take a shower standing. I so much things I needed to adapt. For instance, I couldn't. Sorry. Well, forget things like right now that I was about to say something and suddenly it's everything blank.
yeah,
That's not because of disability, that's because of the age, I think.
aging.
We are looking at that with a specialist, but I think it's that. But anyway, it's very important. Like I used to say to my son or my mother when I tell yesterday, well, let's see if one of us remembers. You know, it's not so easy. And you feel that you are out of scope. because everyone remembers something that you don't. That's not a good thing. Let's say it like that. And yes, I had a very
Well,
good
you
time.
oh, for aging though, you have to be patient with yourself too, because some of your abilities become less sharp, and you so people who are aging are it's similar to people dealing with disabilities.
Yes, yes, and you are not so limber or
My yoga teacher, 64 years old, and can do complete splits. She can do complete splits.
well, because it's what she did all
Oh,
the
she's been doing it her whole life. Yeah, she's doing it her whole life.
It's
Now,
remarkable.
I say exercise is the fountain of youth. If you stay active and keep exercising, it'll keep you younger.
Yes, my mom, for instance, she does a lot of physical things.
Oh,
She needs to be careful because at her age, it's not something that she can do without supervision. Sometimes, even with supervision, it fails and she had problems because of that. But she is also very flexible and she is active. Love you, mom. She's hearing me. So, yes, see, I think we have all here. Let's do something. Okay, all the funny timelines to create won't procreate, right? Yes, yes, Anina. I create.
what did Anina say?
Anina said that all the things like this or like this for Shabbat or like this, the thumbnails, I create them with Procreate. Yes,
Right.
and I have a lot of them.
I don't like Procreate for using text though. For text, I use a different app for putting text on my thumbnails. I
Oh,
hate Procreate for using text with Procreate. It's very difficult.
no, it's not.
I don't know. I've tried it. It's like I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not user friendly the way this other app is for using text.
I
I can't
understand.
get the hang of it using text with Procreate. I don't like it.
Um, I see. I want to do something now. Oh, I needed a new one. Okay. I am going to use the mask now to do something. So I am going to erase this. I don't know if I can erase. Let's see what happened with that. Let's see first, like one try. Maybe I needed to do that another color. Hmm. Well, let's see. If I do like that, and I use clipping mask, and I put that, and I put all the way, now, oh yes, perfect. First, I am going to do this. Then, I'm going to come here and do that. No, not like that.
Well, the chat's being quiet today. People in the
Yes,
chat, you guys are being super quiet.
quiet.
What does anybody in the chat have to say about watercolor painting and
No,
or disabilities? Dealing with
no.
disabilities.
I don't think we have. Don't know. Oh, my mom is bad dialing. It's trying to say something. Maybe try to. Oh, I try to do something, but I fail. So I need to delete. It's good that I am working on layers. So if I fail something in something, I can.
Oh yeah, you're real. I forgot to put it on layers. But when I do my other work, I always am putting things on different layers. Yes, so that I can, so it's easier to adjust something when it's on layers.
Yes, of
But
course.
for this, I'm not doing that.
Because I want to work like in every layer and not always you succeed. I wanted to have the what I took the picture to rewrite it, like redraw it, the lines, so I can use my layers on that too. Maxi, I think it's Timo. You can go to the door, please. Thank you. I think my delivery is here.
Mhm.
Sí, lo quiero muy específico, pues, sí, sí, está mal guay. ¿Dejaron algo? No, bueno. Ok. Could be. Could be. Okay, it's not.
Oh,
Oh, that's pretty. Hello.
oh, thank you.
Okay. Now I need to do other things. Here, I still have greenery here and here. Uh-huh. ¿Eh? Anda afuera. ¿Qué van a hacer? Ok, ok. Okay. Sorry about that. We need to arrange things. So now, which color here? I don't know what is that, but let's assume this is more fantasy land. Let's use another color, another color of pink. course, when you do watercolor digital, you miss a lot of characteristics of wet and wet, wet and dry. It's different how they work. Wow.
Hi,
Oh,
Jordan Mahoney, the blind world, coming to us from Ireland. Nice to see you. Yeah,
oh,
you
well,
missed the begin. You missed the beginning, Jordan, when we were talking about how we deal with our disabilities.
oh. Anina said that Janet Young has today a final regarding scene swap. Yeah, I know. I couldn't participate this time. I was very busy with other things, but I was aware of that. So maybe someone in your chat can talk about disabilities and how
Yeah,
they affect you.
so Jordan says he responding to Lexi who says she feels a twinge of guilt when she has to ask for rides, and Jordan says his whole life he's had to, because he's blind, his whole life he has to depend on friends and family, and he says to get him places, and sometimes it leaves him feeling a mixture of sadness, frustration, and disappointment.
Mm.
Yes, I
Well,
that
but there is hope. Now they are testing, really using even the automatic cars that are robots.
right.
So
Yeah, see how that goes. Those cars are gonna be really expensive though.
could be, but could be that you have also subsidized things.
Maybe, yes.
You have a disability. That depends, of course, of the country and everything. And maybe we are not going to see that in massive thing. Like, it's just starting, but already are. So that's a good thing. If I had the opportunity to have a car like that, I will be using it.
Oh yeah, me too. Well, I'm going to low vision AIDS center end of August, and because I have not gone to one where they fit you with different kinds of aids, like it could be different kinds of magnification, like they have this thing called bioptic telescopic lenses that depending on your level of vision, like it could be 20 over 100, you could have 21 over 2100 vision. And I know somebody, I read an article about a 15-year-old or 16-year-old who wanted to drive, and he has the same disease I have, but he has 2100 vision, and he was able to drive because because the bioptic telescopic lens, which you fit onto your glasses, help him see, help improve his vision enough that he can drive. So I'm going to they have those things available at the low vision center where I'm going, and because the technology, there's got a lot of new technology now that I got to find out about, like there's video magnifiers and stuff, and I got to find out like what kind of things can help me. And so I go, so it's the end of August where they'll have all the up to current, all the current technology that's available for vision aids.
That's interesting. When I work in a place that we had a person with a visual disability, and what we did, we bought a reader. It was like we put all his uh, things. We put a label that this reader could read, and
Yeah.
he points that, and he puts see like a T-shirt, white or whatever, and all the description of what he can use. And that was interesting.
Yes. Let me check the chat and see what Jordan is saying.
Okay, it's happening now, Alina? Yes, I know. We when we put this time slot, we couldn't. I didn't pay attention to the other streams. So yes, we have a little bit of overlapping there. So
Yes.
because of the
Mhm.
overlapping, I cannot be there until the end. What was you telling me? Sorry.
So Jordan says he wanted to know your disability, and she has like a mobility disability due to her back.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I was telling Jordan you have a mobility disability
Ah,
related
yes,
to do with your back, which makes her have to use
yes,
a walker or a wheelchair for walking.
yes, yes. I use using a walker is more faith things. Like I have the faith that I am going to use it and to be okay, but it's not a real thing in me. I suffer a lot with that. But anyway, with the state of the roads, sometimes it's even worse in a wheelchair. I did receive some, I didn't fail, but you see what happened when a car stops and it's your body wants to continue, but it stops and your body do like that, like it almost fell. That happened me a lot.
Oh. Hello, Tuber Chat, and hi, Alec. Welcome, welcome, and shout out to it's me, Alec channel. He's a new channel member, and his channel's linked down below in the description box. So, thank you for joining as a channel member, Alec.
Hi, Alex. So I am doing now the flowers.
Oh, Jordan says that he knows about in 2016 or 2017 that somebody was killed by one of those driverless cars.
Oh, yes? Oh, I didn't know that.
I guess it's possible. They're not going to be foolproof. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, how many people are dead because of regular
Yeah, regular car accidents by normal
drivers?
drivers.
At least they don't drink and drive.
Right, exactly.
I've been seeing some videos about the drunk drivers and everything. I don't understand.
No, it's no, what's worse now, what's worse than that is people looking on their phone while they're driving. That they're addicted to their phones. There
Yes,
people are addicted to their phones and they keep looking at their phone while they're driving. My husband sees it all the time. He's like, "Oh my goodness, they're on their phone and they're going too slow or they're not paying attention." And that's just as bad as drinking and driving.
yeah, yes. I never understood people that drink because I
Mhm.
don't drink, so I cannot put myself in that place. But like the smell of the person when a drink. Not all of them, but some people really you can smell them.
Yeah, it's true.
For me, it's something unbearable.
And you can smell when people are smoking pot too.
Yeah, yeah, or who smokes. I smoked a lot of time in my life, and right now I am aware when I smell other people that smoke. I'm aware of that. For me, that was okay.
Oh no, Jordan, you wouldn't be able to see it anyway. Our faces are not on camera. Our faces are just pointing on our artwork.
Oh yes. Today we are anonymous.
And Jordan asked, "What are we doing today?" Well, Myriam is doing digital watercolor in honor of World Watercolor Month. Where she's doing digital watercolor of adult coloring book page, and I started off with digital watercolor today, but don't like it, and switched to my airbrush, my digital airbrush, and yeah, my digital airbrush and greenery, my greenery brushes. I have hundreds of digital brushes, so, but I prefer the airbrush for this, and I'm coloring in an adult coloring book page too, and using my airbrush digital brush. Hi, all funnies and games. That's Joe. Nice to see you, Joe.
Hi. Okay, let's see. Now I need to do something with those lips and do the outfit. Outfit, which color? I think it will be this is my favorite color. Teal. I am going to do teal now. Okay, let's teal it. Okay, okay. Please, I need another just in case. I am doing a general color now, and then I am going to do some difference in color. But first, I am going to put the same color in all the surface of the dress.
Thank you,
I'm
everybody.
going
Thank you, everybody who's here today in the live stream. Thank you so much.
to,
We appreciate our live stream viewers as well as our replay viewers.
my mom said hi to Amina. That was she intended to say. Perfect, mommy. Okay, let's see. I think it's okay that part. Let's try to find. Hmm. No, this one needs to be in that.
Yes, Jordan, I don't totally get what you're saying, but yeah.
When I finish, I am going to do the lines. And then I am
When you
going to
finish what? When you finish, what are you going to
I
do?
am going to do over everything I did the lines,
Oh.
and then I am going to erase the page.
Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm on my second one already.
Oh, you're fast.
Mm, I don't know if I'm fast or not. Sometimes I know it's. I'm not sure if I'm fast or on my real art. I don't know that I'm that fast.
Ah, so let's go to the.
I can spend hours on an artwork.
Well, it's not the same when you are on the screen that you
Yeah, it's
need
not the same.
to have time constraints or things that you can do and things that you cannot do. Because when I do art, only if I am videotaping that, but it's the same that being streamed in that case. No. Yeah, Janice Nash wants to know something. Okay, charging on hold. Why is on hold? I want to continue with my work. Yes. So let's see. Hmm.
Yeah.
She's coming, Janet Nash, to my channel. That's why she asked that. Okay.
I think we run. What do we run out of things to talk about? I'm wondering if we should only do a 1 hour live, 1.5 hour live stream, maybe instead of 2 hours.
I don't think so. You know, I have a lot of things to talk about, but I don't know what would be interesting because,
Anything about watercolor or disabilities?
yeah,
I don't
okay,
know if you can think of something.
yes, I
I
can. First of all, why we need to do a disability awareness?
Yeah. Why? Yeah, because they have those kind of things for everything. They also call it disability pride. They're also calling it disability pride month.
Yes,
It's both.
but
It's
why?
disability pride month and also
You need,
disability awareness.
yes, but why you need awareness? Because there is not
Mhm.
awareness.
I
It's
guess.
not a commercial date that you do so people can. Oh, she mentioned me in a video. That's why she needed the name, my channel. Uh, the thing is that, for instance, I every day, every day I do something, or let's say, do the things that I used to do take me more time.
Take you
I
more
need,
time. Yes.
I need special things in order to do the same that others do without it.
Yeah, and that's where you need to have patience with yourself, right?
Of course, but also the awareness is to tell others, "Psst, psst, you know that there is people that are different. You know that people needs your attention, your help, your consideration." So the question why. Hi Janet, how are you?
Hi, Janet.
How are you, my dear? I saw you that today is a
What?
day.
Oh, hi, Janet. She's over here. She's over here too.
Oh,
She's in two places at once.
Janet, you are amazing. You see, she's amazing, and that's what I think.
Well, I
And
always have to educate people about blindness because most people believe that you're either you can see 100% or you're 100% blind, and blindness is on a spectrum. It starts
yeah,
at 22. It starts at 2200 vision, and that's where legal blindness starts. And when you have 2200 vision, that's an invisible disability. If you have 2200 vision, you don't have no mobility issues, and you can walk around. You don't need a cane or a dog. It's an invisible disability, and people can only tell if you have a disability if they look at you because you have to use a magnifier to read your phone, and you have to use, and so at that level, so then there's 20, then it's on a spectrum from 2200 to total blindness. There's everything in between. There's many levels of blindness all in between 2200 and total blindness. There's different levels in between.
hmm, that's
I'm always
correct.
have to educate people like about that.
People don't know that. I didn't know that uh, in full until my father was had a legal blindness. And yes, it's it's so different from a blind people. And he even uh, did like paint and everything at that time.
And I'm not that knowledgeable about other disabilities. So I'm an expert on vision disability, but I don't know much about hearing disability or any other kind. So Disability Awareness Month is good for even when you have a disability, learning about other people's disabilities.
Yes. You know that deaf people have, it's a cultural thing. They have like a community. Uh, for instance, for deaf people, because there is a solution
Yes, they get
to
get an implant. They get
a
an
cochlear
implant.
implant.
Yes,
They are mostly against that
really?
in
See, I
the
didn't know
community,
that.
because if you are not deaf anymore, you cannot be with your community. Sometimes there are people where you went to the school together and everything, and they can talk as fast as us with sign language,
Oh, okay.
and we can't. So it's important to know everything, and they can, for instance, they can follow the rhythm of the music, and even they don't hear that, they can dance because they feel the vibration on
Oh,
their feet.
oh, okay.
And they have, for instance, we applaud, but if there is deaf people, you do like that with your hands in the air, and that's the meaning of an applause.
Oh, okay.
So there are all things that, of course, you are not going to know unless you are deaf or you.
Or know somebody as a family or friend.
Yes, but I don't know anybody as
And but you,
family.
oh, so you don't know anybody yet. You knew that about hearing disability. You knew that about deafness.
Yes, because I am curious.
Oh,
So there are a lot of things that I know because not because I have that condition, but because I was interested in that. Okay, I think it's done. Only needs some. Oh, I need the, this part. Then here, and here, the same. But yes, when you understand that you are not alone and that you can be even in the same position the others are, you can. It's not something that it's not going to happen you never in the life. It could happen you. So
what? What's wrong?
it could happen to you. It could happen to
Yeah,
someone.
especially with aging. Especially with aging, people lose their hearing. They lose their sight.
Yes, yes.
Their mobility. They get back issues. Their mobility issues. So,
Mhm.
when aging, with aging, you can develop disabilities.
Yes. So understand others and put you in the position, everything, all those things are things important. It's like people all want money, and they for that they need to study or whatever they do, but they prepare themselves for that. But you don't prepare yourself for different realities in life. Not for you, not for understanding others. And that's a shame because we live in this world. Okay, I think I am ready to do the contour. How are you, Janet? Tell us something. Okay, the contour I'm going to do it in the upper layer, and I am going to first of all merge down all the layers. When you merge down layers, you need to start for the upper ones and go down in that fashion. Okay, now I need this white, no, that's not. Ah, that's why I couldn't have. I wasn't on watercolor in the last thing I did. That's better. Okay, now I have my no watercolor layer 10. Let's do 100 opacity. And let's see, too much. Now what I need to do is go over every line.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, I know, but it's the only thing that could make me to feel that everything is okay. If not, for me, it's not complete. And when I do that, I not always go on the same place, you know. Sometimes my face is different, and that's add interest to my piece. I want to see something first. Let's take this. You see, that's the thing with the watercolor that you don't have all the colors. Like you don't have color everywhere. You have like spaces because of the watercolor itself that it's not opaque in every place. Okay. I needed my glove. That could be interesting to use my glove.
Hello, Davy. That's art with a pen.
Hi David, how are you?
So, so Miriam, do you have anything else to any? Can you think of any other things to talk about relating to disability?
Yes, I think sometimes you like better to be in the company of people that are alike, that people that you can relate, then they can relate with you, they can understand you better. And that's the thing that we do, and that's contribute to the lack of understanding. I know it's better to be with someone that have your problem or other problems, then it will understand you. Okay, but that puts you in a position that other people don't have contact with you. And sometimes, for instance, someone asked me if I am interested to do classes, to give classes in a place where till now they don't have art classes. and they have like rooms upstairs, and those rooms could be a classroom. And they have a place on the ground floor that is the place where I go usually. So the one that offered me that, said, yes, we can adapt a classroom upstairs. And she didn't realize that I cannot go
Oh
upstairs.
yeah, how to get up? How do you get upstairs?
Yes, they don't have an elevator, so the only option is walk, and I cannot walk upstairs. And yes, Anina, but this is something that they cannot understand or see until you tell them, I cannot go upstairs.
Right.
And then, if you don't have that contact with the people that don't have your disability or other disability, they never realize that. They don't. They never do. They never will. So I don't know what is better, but I know that your life is changing when you have a disability. Changed all the time. I Let's not talk about not a disability, but let's say not all people are equal. And sometimes you have something that society can understand like a disability, but you don't know, you are not diagnosed. That's more difficult because you cannot tell, oh yes, I am like that or I have this disability. And people start to think about you in a bad way. Because in society, everything that is not the normal thing, uh, people don't accept it like immediately. And I think the fear is part of that. It play a role in that. Fear to be like that, fear for some other people recognize my limitations. But the thing is that if you in life have something,
Oh, just a
you can.
minute. Just a minute. Sorry to interrupt you, Alec. Please don't spam the chat with the emojis. Please don't do that with all those emojis as a channel member. Don't do that, please.
Oh, hope doors, Anina says, hope doors are opening for both of you despite disability.
What,
Sometimes,
what
Anina,
does she say?
hope doors are opening for both of you despite disability.
Oh, and I had doors open because of my disability. So because I got an art grant, a $7,000 art grant one year because I said although I'm a legally blind artist and art educator, I have a vision for my art and my work with the children, and because I captured their attention with that line right from the start, I got the $7,000 art grant. And then
Mm,
there's a 5-month artist residency opportunity for artists with they're looking for artists with disabilities, and they're offering 2 artists in residence at this art center near me, where it's a 5-month artist residency where it culminates in a show, and they give you They give you they also give you money as a stipend, which I can use for transportation.
Mm.
Well, anyway, the deadline is August 2nd, so I'm going to apply.
Oh, perfect. I think we had to have things like that here, but I don't know about them. But yeah. And the other thing is question. Does any one of you have tattoos? No.
Yes, does any one of you have questions about disabilities?
Anina asked if any one of us have tattoos. I don't.
Anina
Do
asked
you
what?
have? If any one of us have tattoos?
I have one. And I probably would have gotten more, but the tattoo felt like somebody carving a knife into my arm. It hurt so bad that I couldn't get another one after that. I didn't realize it was going to hurt so bad. And I'm a wimp when it comes to pain. I have very low tolerance for pain.
Huh?
So call me a wimp. I could only take one tattoo.
I am a wimp too. I couldn't take no one. No, I don't like it. That's why I don't like the concept of a tattoo.
Uh,
And I was
Here it
watching
is.
a
If you
video.
can see it, there it is on my upper arm,
Oh,
upside down. A lotus flower.
hmm. I don't like the con. I will going to make one on Friday. Oh, let me tell you. First of all, the tattoo ink goes to the most deeper of the layers of the skin, and the body treated all your life as a foreign uh, object, and that make your that is what contain the ink, and the ink is not going all over your body.
I
But
know I know a woman that has practically tattoos over all her almost all on her all of her arms and legs. It's a lot. She has a lot of tattoos. Which
so, Amina, which tattoo are you going to do? What are you going to put? Your design or the tattooer design?
so she's getting a tattoo for the first time.
I think so.
Is it the first time, Anina? Some people don't mind the pain. Most people, a lot of people don't. They're like, "Oh, it's not that bad." For me, it was like I felt like a knife cutting into my arm.
Mhm. So that's I will get a flying duck designer design. That's funny. I was thinking about it sometimes, but because I have preconceived notions about it that are not so good, I cannot do it. You know, I am my own limitation in that. And I think it's okay. First of all, Jewish people, if you know something, you can do it anyway, but we don't do that. It's forbidden. And the explanation is because at that time when they forbid that, people that were not Jews did tattoos. So, to differentiate of the others, I think. But the concept card in your um, first time, she said yes. Also, bad memory of, yes, bad memory of World War II, yes, because they tattoo us as if we were cows.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, I think everything but I see a lot of people with the shoes that they now do tattoos. Uh, the other thing for me is I cannot think, even though I am already on the last years of my life, like not on the beginning, but I cannot think of something that will be my wish eternally. You see, to put something in my body, it will be something permanent. I am not going to erase it next week. And that is what I think. What if in some years I don't like it? So that's it. That's my the extent of my thing with tattoos.
Okay, Alec. Yeah, 2:45. Yes, at 2:45.
Okay, we are going to have a visit.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I think that also understanding the disabilities of others and yours, uh, like your disabilities, you are more understanding with other things in life, with other people, with,
Like other, what kind of other things?
for instance, to be more patient, to understand that people are different.
Yeah.
You don't need to have a disability to be different. They can be like you can have an encounter with someone in the street and you don't know, but they have PTSD or
Right.
they are autistic.
Because some disabilities are invisible.
Yes.
Like
And
you
then,
can have, like I said before, my vision disability is invisible because I have no mobility issues. I can walk around without any kind of white cane or dog because of the level of my blindness is very functional. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I say, even that, as you need to understand yourself, and for that, sometimes you need time. You also need to understand others, and that requires time and observation and ask. I think the more important thing, didn't they tattoo the numbers? Yes, Anina. That's the bad memory. They tattoo numbers here on the body, so we became numbers and no people. It was easier for them. Sorry, I am answering Anina. It was easier for them to, I think, do whatever they did because we were no people. So I think it's easier to feel to everything they did to someone who is not a person like me. Mm. I think that in life we need to have more understanding of the others, of the situation. Be aware that there are others, others meaning not me, not the same, and that will make you a more understanding people that you are going to gain from that. I think that's important to know also.
Yeah. Uh huh.
and that's why it's more easy to be with people that it's like you. You don't need. You can relate. That's the word. You can relate more easily to them and to how are they. But let's say something. How important is to be patient with others and with yourself, and why you need to do that? That's a question to me.
Yes, answer. Everybody can answer in the chat.
Yes, please. Because maybe it's a wish of mine, but it's not important for you. And if you have a disability, how important is for you for others to understand you? That's the second part.
How important is it to understand that people are different or
Yes,
unique? You mean like people are unique? Like
I personally think that every one of us is unique. Oh, Kathy
yeah,
is
me
here.
too. So do I.
You
Yes,
never know
everyone.
what someone is going through. That's correct, Kathy. You can judge easily a situation that you are not knowing or not aware of only or solely because of the behavior of someone. I remember you need to put things in perspective too. I remember when people went on streets uh, and they were talking to ourselves. What did you say? They're crazy, crazy people talking to themselves. From the time that the cellular exists and the Bluetooth headphones, you see the same people, and now the first thing you think is that people is talking to the phone.
Yeah.
So I think that perspective about things always change according to many things, but not judge other people need to be something. If not, let me tell you, if you don't try, the life will put you in a position to.
Yeah. Sorry, Alec. Yes, I will send the link. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that life, at least I think that life will put you in the position. If it's something that you need to learn and you don't do it when you have the opportunity, when you have that in front of you, so life will put you in that position, and maybe you are the next one. So I need to tell something about watercolor and more accurate our art itself. I am almost you too. Well, you did more, but with one digital um, drawing almost 2 hours. So when you do digital, that doesn't mean that it will take you less time or it's less important than the things you do by hand. Because, first of all, you need to use your abilities, even better abilities that if you draw all your life and you manage to do it by hand, to do it on a screen and with digital instruments or brushes, it's not easier. I don't know if you do things digitally, if you have the same experience. Almost finished. I need to finish these plants and then the face. And then I will be finished with my drawing. Are you doing postcard challenge? Someone? Let's see. Alina is doing things really good things. I like to see other people work, you know. I have a question for you, Diane. Oh, I am alone. Diane must have a problem with. Oh,
Okay,
here is.
I pressed some wrong button. Sorry, I was trying to turn my camera off, and I just wanted to turn my camera off, and instead it removed me.
Oh,
But now
I.
I see where to turn my camera. I hear I'm going to turn my camera off right now. And I do it the right way this time.
Oh, okay. I I did a question. I did your question, and I was hearing a lot of silence.
I know. And I kept saying, Miriam, can you hear me? And then I could tell you couldn't.
Couldn't. Well, my question is, with your disability, how are you like you watch other work and you learn things? How are you doing that?
Learn what? What do you mean?
You learn art. You have teachers.
Learn
You
art?
have
You mean art, specifically art?
yes, or do your own work. How
I
you
use
manage?
magnifiers a lot. I have to use magnifiers. This magnifying is around my neck all day long.
Yes, but it's not tiresome.
Oh, it is. It's tiresome.
I can imagine that.
It is. It's tiresome. So when I can zoom things up, that's why I listen to audiobooks. I listen to
Oh,
audiobooks and then I just pace myself. Sometimes it does get tiring using my magnifying glass, but so I don't do things like like I'll say that's too tiring. I'm not going to do that now. It involves my eyes.
yeah.
So I
One of
limit what I do. I have to pace myself and limit what I do.
yes, I remember my father was like have no patience at the time that he had the disability. He had no patience at all. It was something so different, like,
You mean he had no patience when he had some vision loss?
yes, when he start with that, he has no patience.
Oh, Janet just said it's time for her to rest now. She says, "Take care, Diana and Miriam." Thank you
Take
for stopping by,
care.
Janet.
So good to see you, Janet. Bye, honey. So when he started, we didn't know what to do. We didn't know what he felt.
Oh, okay.
That was something that we needed to accommodate to him. And he needed to accommodate too. So, for instance, the magnifier or magnify things in order to have a reference uh, to work with. And he, he, for instance, bought a projector because what he enjoys was movies, and he couldn't do it in a regular uh, way, you know. So with the projector,
Well, that's why I use my iPad. If I'm going to watch movies, I watch them on my iPad because I can hold it up to my face.
yes, I understand that, and that's what he does. And we needed to understand that sometimes it was difficult for him. Well, I need to do something. Let's use another color, and let's use watercolor here. And I
Here's
am
Alec.
almost, yeah, almost finished.
Hi, Alec.
Hey guys,
Hi,
Okay,
Alex, how are you?
good. Can't believe it's already the weekday. I can't believe it's already the. I can't
too
believe.
loud again. Alec, you're too loud again. Can you don't get your step away from your microphone.
I said I can't believe it's already Monday again.
Hmm.
The weekend goes by so fast.
Yeah, but with summer vacation, isn't every day like the weekend?
Yeah. All right. Hi, Janet. Bye, Janet. Thanks so much for coming by.
Okay, says Kathy says, I'm not because I thought we had to mail them. Oh, I understand. No, you don't need to. You can start now, Kathy, if you want. Start with the 15th or start with the one. There is no postcard police. And we enjoy so much of the work of others that, let me tell you, I will be so pleased if I see your work. Well, let's move down, and now I have mine finished.
Yes, I'm on my third one.
Wow. I only one, and we don't have a lot of time now, so yeah, I can do some details.
Well, if you're finished already, maybe we could end early. Like
Yes,
it's 5 minutes before 3.
I don't mind to end there.
Okay. Thank you so much for everybody for joining us on the live stream today. And
Yes,
thank
guys,
you
thank
for
you
our
so much for
replay
coming
viewers.
by. And I just wanted to come up and say hey. And I'm so excited for the live stream with Davey.
I think that's 2 weeks from Thursday, the last Thursday
Yeah,
of July. It will be Halloween and July live stream.
Yes.
so happy, so excited.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Thank y'all for coming by.
Thank you so much for being here.
Bye, guys.